I don't like your phone.
I'm sorry.
Whoa.
That's all I have.
Alright, here we go. I'm gonna have to get a little closer because your phone don't want to zoom.
Hello, everybody. You don't want to...
What?
What are you doing? We're going to be showing you everybody's structure. Maybe. Maybe we will. Your phone was slow. I'm waiting for this phone to
Should be loaded. It's Ed and Tia tuning in again.
thank you for tuning in. I want to give. Not sure. I think Jen was going to try to join us. Kira, you're okay. I think she is. It's okay, Kira. This is their first time on this table, too. They're doing good.
Are you seeing comments?
Yeah, I'm seeing comments. I was trying to see if Jen was on yet.
Or make everybody sick.
Hmm?
Trying to make everybody sick, probably.
What's trying to make everybody?
Me?
Oh.
It's a hard time holding this phone in one place.
All right, let's see if she'll do it without food. I'm trying to do this like Jen does, but I can tell y'all now I am not near as good at this as Jen is. It's okay, baby. Come on, put your foot down. You just heat up. Jen's so much better at this. She just wants to sit down and turn into me. Let me get some food real quick. We'll get you to come alive. Yes. We'll do that. That might be a copyright thing. All right, you guys. That's enough. Come up here.
Sherry Lewis, are you in Virginia?
Yes, the nursery is, but Jen is in Tennessee. No, you can't sit. No, you can't sit. She's walking. Am I getting anywhere, man?
No, because you just want to sit down.
I've worked with her too much to be sitting. Come on.
Woo!
Goodness gracious! Keep eating. It's okay. It's okay. Good recovery. I am nowhere near as Christian. I don't know how she does it.
Well, she has a few more years experience at it than you do.
Alright, stay with them back ones. Come on. Thank y'all for being patient with me. I
Maybe
run out, didn't I?
maybe need to put a blanket down so that it feels funny on her feet.
It does feel funny on their feet because it's like
Yeah.
rigid. I don't have one at the moment.
Yara, go here.
Alright, get out of that. See, there's my face. Let me go grab a blanket and see if maybe that's the problem.
Should be.
Because that's a different texture for them. Watch out, Yara. Watch out, baby. Go, Nine. Go. Go, go, go. Nine. Kira, it's okay. Watch out. Watch out, Yara.
Sherry says you're doing great.
Thank you very much.
She had another comment before that that was a little bit long. I'm gonna go over and read it.
Alright. We'll try you again. You're going to get extra yum yums.
She's been on a list for a litter. What?
I can't remember. I think she's the one that I had talked to when I was on the way back from Florida. And I was going to try to help Jen.
Is she doing with the suit to Yara?
She is not wanting.
Sherry said she was able to see the structure even if only for a split second.
She was what?
She was able to see the structure if only for a split second.
Yeah, y'all going to probably go back and pause. Maybe if I set you. I'm telling you, they have really good structure. I am not Jen. She makes this look so easy.
Well, she's not cooperating. She wants to sit down.
Even when they're like that, Jen makes it. I don't know. She has tricks. Oh. No, put it back.
Tie a string to it.
No, no, no. You're a lazy girl.
Jen, do you want me to call?
If you want to, Jen. It's not working like it does for you.
Sansa Cane Corso, hey.
Hello, Miss Sansa.
Hey, look at her.
Hello?
Hey.
Hey. Give me
Okay, well,
1 second. I gotta put it back on Kira's video so I
what
can
are you using for your
the moose stuff.
steak?
The Royal Canin.
Okay.
I'm trying my best to be like you.
I got it.
It's just not working. Oh, wait, maybe.
Alright, so we have a delay.
Yes.
Put your hands like that in the front and the back, and lift the whole body up, and then set it down. Like under the rump, under the chest, lift up, set down. The other way, yes, like that. Now set the rear where you want it, and then put the front down.
Yara, you're not helping none.
There you go, that's perfect. Oh, she's so, I was gonna say, she's so pretty though. She was sitting in the background being a perfect little princess.
Do I need to get her out? Hey, come on.
I think she's fine.
Yeah.
Yara, I got it.
She just doesn't want that food.
Well, my bowl's about empty. There we go. Quick, pause it, take a picture.
Oh, bougie.
There you go.
That's about the good you got us.
Yay, you did
Right
it!
now, make her kind of go over for it. Like out. No.
Can you hand me the...
Whoa.
Sorry, guys. I'm asking the cameraman to do me a favor. Hold your
Because the
bitches.
worst part is I can't hold your phone the way I normally hold the phone. Because my finger blocks everything.
So she can hear me. Don't have ideas? Why am I shining? I haven't had a lot of all of There you go. That's perfect. Right. Okay. You have it. Now, if you want, once you get the rear set, slide your hand up and grab the tail. So they can't pull forward.
You better be still. You booger. Mwah. Give you a break. Give you a break. Want to try it this way? Will that work any better? Jen's probably thinking, good Lord. So is everybody else.
How about higher than a cycle? Set that way.
Hold the tail.
I was trying, but she stepped up.
Well, you
Don't pull up, pull back.
Go back. That's my problem. This takes a lots and lots of practice. Oh goodness. I think a while ago was the best. That's her third round of food, so I don't want her to get too much. No. Alright, come in here. And now, see, Pink, they told me her name. I can't remember what they said. Yes. No. I don't think, I can't remember which one is. I think this one is. Yes, this is, no. Gray's the one getting cropped. She's got a pretty head though. Yes. Yes. It's pretty good. Put your head up here. Show off your little chesties. She's a sweetheart.
Hey, where's your stand at?
Not what?
The stand?
The stand's back in the bedroom. Or the whelping room. Alright, I'm gonna put her up and grab another girl. I'll be right back. Here you go, Miss Pinky.
Yara.
Yeah.
Are you spoilt, Yara? Yara, are you spoilt?
We call her Figgy.
Kira's getting all excited when I went back there to get the stand. She's like, what's going on? You gotta scoot back if that's where you want the camera.
I don't know where I want the camera. Because you're killing my shoulders.
I'm not killing your shoulders. Set it in there.
Yeah, you are. You get the puppy, I'll look at this.
Okay. We're having technical issues.
Yes, we are.
Miss Yellow, come here, baby. Come here, baby.
Oh, I don't know what I just did. Hey, I don't know what I just did. I have no picture. Give me the puppy.
Oh. All right. Well, I'm sorry you don't like my phone. That is all I have. Kira, it's okay. Went back there to get the camera stand. She was like, oh, you're all excited. I'm all excited too. All right, let me see.
Like everybody did.
There's your bits. She's really, really nice. There was a reason that my mind kept changing with each one, though.
We think got a heck of a delay.
Mm-mm.
Beautiful top line. Yeah, we were a little more rare anyway. Nice top line. Really nice connection between her head and her head. Shoulder. Some of them will, grab their tails just to say
I've got to hold her. She's pushing.
every single time. Yeah.
She's really pushing.
She is really long-legged.
Yes, she is. They all are. Okay, you did so good. We didn't have it take as long. Well, I think she was a little in when you saw that. She hadn't stepped quite back yet. All right, sit up here. Get all pretty.
Now I can't tell you if you got her in it or not.
I'm holding it.
You got yours off that.
Can you see her? Can you see her head?
Yeah, it's looking up a little bit, but you really can't even stop that because she was not going to get her.
Mm-hmm.
She wouldn't give me a kiss. She's a little lover, isn't she?
Yes, she is. Not near. Looks good from the back.
There you go.
She's a cutie. And energetic. She's got lots of energy. And ain't afraid of much. I meant to say Pink ain't afraid of nothing either. Till she almost slipped a while ago.
She's not good for your phone.
Yellow?
Nope.
Okay. But it's a pretty face.
I don't know. They see that, they might change their mind.
They might.
Does she have any white on her at all anywhere?
There is. Let's see if I can show it. It is very faint.
Okay. Yeah.
Am I in the camera?
Yeah, you're in the camera.
It's very faint. And she's still just any old thing you want to do with her. She's just any old way you want to put me.
Look at her. She's like yellow.
Just any old way you want to put me. I'll stay. Just love on me.
What a good girl. I really don't know what to do. I guess I can have to say that.
Think of what?
I can have to say that. That's the best thing about YouTube Live versus TikTok. TikTok doesn't have to play that.
Yeah.
This is
Oh.
really nice.
I think it might be a little better.
All right.
I'm
Say bye-bye.
I'm not looking up as
I'm
much.
gonna go get the last girl.
Melissa says she does look good cropped.
Is Melissa the one getting her?
I don't know.
Let me walk behind you. Yeah, you're being a good girl.
We were the family to, so we offer the cropping. But the family gets to choose whether they want to crop or not. Yes, she was the who's on here.
Miss Gray is an elephant. She is absolutely huge.
Yeah, Shannon, that's what I don't know. She's got a lot of
Kira!
Kira, you're good.
Probably a cat on the porch just working out the window. Turn that light out. That way she can't see out there.
She might be on the yellow field. That's what she's got now.
I don't know
But
what
now
it
she's
is.
working straight at the window.
Ain't nothing out here.
Well, it might have been. Good God, she's a chunk.
This is the boogeyman.
Photo and Mr. Gray. Leave it.
Jerry said Gray's a beast. You're okay, Yella.
Not as yellow. I don't think they got quite as much front angulation as yellow.
No. She has just as much leg, though.
Yeah.
There she goes. Well, it was. And she's really thick and solid bone. All right. I think we got your for a split second. Huh? They like to give kisses. I thought that might work. God, God, she's a chunk. Where's a chunky chunk? I know she is not getting her ears done, but
She a little bit heavier bone, or
yes,
same?
yes. She's as heavy as the males.
Shit.
Marianne, language.
And
Mwah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm a gorgeous girl. And sweet and mellow. She's just mellow. But she
Yeah,
comes.
These are the.
are they all spoken for?
Looks like Ariella Smith. These are all the older puppies.
The females are.
And they're not all spoken for, but if you keep watching, we have a litter that are what are they, Lisa, 3 days old now? 4?
Friday they were a week.
Oh my gosh, where did my time go?
Getting everybody on the road and to X-rays and everything else.
Right.
The blue one may not be open. They were gonna contact me today, but I haven't heard anything yet. But that's the phone that's in use, so I don't know. They were still waiting.
The blue collar.
The blue collar male, and I'll say that when I pull him out, which I'm turning the boys next, so that should be. I'll just pull him out next. All right.
I can't pull up my calendar right now for the birthday.
This
I'll get that for you.
this litter's birthday.
Yeah.
It was Friday 13th last month, October 13th.
Was it?
Yes.
That's okay.
Yes. They were born on Friday 13th. They got their stitches taken out of their tails on Halloween. That's the only reason I can remember it, because it's a coinky dink. And then, Kira's litter was born the 24th of this month.
Yeah, so there's probably one available in this litter, and then the puppies that were just born are available as well. Was that just recently, Sherry? I haven't been on there today, not in the messages anyway. I just posted about the
Well, now you can go get puppies for me. Okay, this is Mr. Blue. This is the one that might be available. Sorry, I had to get a drink.
Oh my gosh, look at the head on him. Look at that head, he's got wrinkles in his eye.
He's got really good expression.
Now he's a chunk.
Look at you, you are such a cutie.
I can't wait. I want, when Eric brings them home, I want you to do videos so I can see your face when you actually put your hands on these babies. Because pictures and stuff do not do them justice.
But I'll actually get to see 3 of them because they'll be coming here, right?
Yeah,
2.
yeah,
That's what you're talking about.
yeah. Those
When those
three, maybe 4, but yeah, I want you to really. I want to hear and see your expressions. There's his face, and oh my God, from the side profile, wow.
To be the one that's left, my gosh, he's gorgeous.
Yes, he is. He is absolutely beautiful. Big, heavy bone. Good, mellow temperament. Sweetheart of a boy.
Sherry, we should definitely have a nice brindle available out of Kira's current litter.
Yeah, all of the.
Oh,
Yeah,
that looks
yeah.
good.
All of the black. Turned brindle.
You could use a little more rear angulation. Nice, consistent top lines. I'm really happy to see that coming out of her crossed into pig. We didn't compromise top lines at all.
top lines or the heads. The heads are really consistent. And that, I mean, they just, I mean, he's still got his little nose rope. He's got lots of growing to do. I should have probably done the boys first so the girls weren't so screaming. Okay,
Well, red is too, right?
yes, red and yellow are the worst. Of course, those are the ones I've really,
Very nice.
really babied. You just gonna sit?
Now, are the girls longer legged, or is he just heavier boned and doesn't look as long legged?
He's heavier boned, don't look as long legged because they're about the same height. They might be like a maybe an eighth of an inch difference. And that's the two, that's pink and yellow I'm talking about because the gray girl actually outweighs this boy.
She did look like a moose.
She is. Her and the Mr. Green and Mr. Red are just within a few ounces of each other's being the same weight. And that's 16 pounds at 7 weeks.
Jeez.
Yeah, we weighed them last night and we couldn't believe it.
Yeah, because the two of them are flying, and they're not supposed to be over 18 pounds to fly. They don't typically weigh them, so we should be alright.
As long as they don't lift them.
There's Mr. Red.
Yep, Mr. Red, my favorite of the boys in some ways, and in other ways I really like Mr. Gray, and in other ways I love Mr. Blue.
When you raise them, you're not allowed to have favorites. You know that, right? Oh, look at that. I love the length of his back. He's a little bit longer in the back.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. He's very proportionate.
Yes.
He makes a pretty picture in a stack. That's a nice stack.
Am I doing him justice?
I think you're doing what you can.
That's a good boy. That's a good boy.
You know, if you put the food at his top line will level out with the food in front of him. He looks good. That's a good stack. It's just when they want to pull up on their own, it just changes the whole picture. He's gorgeous. I'd like to see a little more shoulder angulation on him. But that's me being picky. See, now it looks like he's got more shoulder. when
He's
he
really
puts his
wide.
head forward.
Put your weight on your feet.
They're supposed to be a little bit longer in the back than they are tall. And that's something that we're working on putting into the program in a more consistent manner is the length of back. But if we get everything else, I'll give up length of back because that's being so picky. I'd rather have a short back and a great structure than compromise the structure and head and other things than have a long back. But a lot of times these dogs that have the long backs are real squatty looking. And I don't like when they get those short legs and the long back.
That makes total sense. No, because then they look too square and like they don't have any reach that way.
Yeah.
You do the ears yet on him?
I did them first, didn't I?
I don't remember.
Okay, I see what you're saying, Sherry. I think he could use just a little more. He's a little longer in the back, I think, than Sherry said that his torso and leg were equally vertical. And then she said on that foot to the bottom of the rib and then the rib to the withers. Yeah, that's a really good thing to notice. Oh, look at the mug on that one. Look at your mug.
And I don't have little fingers, but look how wide that is.
He's going to be a big boy.
I mean, that's huge for 7 weeks old.
That's something that I really like that we're getting more consistently is
But I want to show how sweet and loving he is. He's just a sweetie pie. Yes.
he's going all the way to Costa Rica.
You ain't gonna have cold days. No, you ain't.
Mommy, we don't put prices on the live videos and things like that, but the pricing is on the website. These puppies, the puppies that we're showing currently, there's one puppy that is possibly available. He's the blue collar male. He was the puppy before this one. And after these guys are done, we're going to show you the new litter, and those puppies are available. They're what'd you say they are, Alicia? A week old?
A week old yesterday. A week old
A
yesterday.
week yesterday. My gosh, they're 8 days old. I have really lost, well, I guess the ones here are, uh-oh, she moved. I gotta check puppies. We're gonna have to figure out how to do the dual live thing, and then I could show you these guys too. How's your babies? How's your babies, Emmy?
Isn't it just the add a thing on there?
I have no idea.
And they're all dusty because they just sleep. They love the litter pan. They take their toys to the litter pan, and that's where they go to sleep.
Sherry, yes, we are, as long as they're quality. So we've been watching it long enough to know that we try to do our best to evaluate them, and we won't put a dog in a show home that we wouldn't potentially keep ourselves. So there we go. Now we got the length of back. That's wow. We've got bullies. We've got it was a really complicated pregnancy here.
There you
There
go.
you go.
Tail up and all.
That's the one.
Yeah.
And this one here is staying
Yeah.
in our breeding program. He's going to be at
Look
our
at
location,
him.
and this one will stay in the program.
That's him. He did that, not me. I like this right here. How it all
Back, he's got the right legs, he's got the shoulder, he's
got this slight little
his
slope.
name is Panthro.
Panthro?
Is it Pantho or Eric? Is it Pantho or Panthor? Panthro. Panthro. Yeah,
Panthro.
something like that. Nice. Look at him. He's so confident. He's
Oh, yeah.
so specker.
Remember I said when he was little that he was the shy one?
Yeah.
We got him out of it. See? Yes, we did. We got you out of it, didn't we? Yara, get in here.
Yara.
Yara.
Honestly, the one that's going to Costa Rica, they end up in our breeding program as well. So it'd be nice to keep track of these two boys.
Yara, okay, girl.
He's up here.
Oh my gosh.
Is that a Figgy head or what? It's not tucking as good as the other one.
She just said she found us with the Z litter and she lost the older litter and she's seen the consistency grow. And that's really cool because nice. Look at that head on him. They have beautiful eyes too, great almond shaped eyes.
Yes. Yes,
How are
they're.
his nostrils?
Get a close up in here. And get the food off of them.
Oh, they look nice.
Very-
Okay.
Very open. Yes, they are.
We've been working on kind of adding these new line bags and like it's really cool to see these fine little tweaks to the features of the puzzle. And I think together we're gonna be right, but we're working on the nostrils. This one here has great nostrils. It looks like
The whole litter does, because when you said that the other week, I went and looked, and the other week they looked really good. I haven't looked recently, but the other week they looked all really open and really flareable. Like they could really open them up and take a deep breath.
Yeah. Dora's got great nostrils. So it's really cool to see some of these pieces of the puzzle coming together. But yeah, Sherry said, I'm just telling this to you, Alicia. Sherry said she's been watching the consistency grow, which is cool because we've been able to add some new lines to get fresh new blood without giving up any consistency and picking the dogs that we have from honest breeders that we have has really been instrumental in growing this program. And then the Kira has got incredible. We've never really had, we've had good meat, but not.
Kira,
Kira
it's okay. Marion got in with the older puppies
This
and
litter that you're seeing, this older litter, hang on, let me. We kept one from the Erica Big, and that was the D litter. These puppies here are the E litter, and Kira's will be the F litter. So those will be available. Uh-oh. What's
Okay.
going on with your babies then, Ben? I need to do a YouTube with Annie and her babies.
alright, I'm gonna take the
Uh-oh. I only see two babies. We have five in here. Where's the other babies? Come here. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up, please.
need the gate. There's the babies. So y'all ain't the only spotlights this week. We gotta go show the others.
They are so pretty.
Hey, Miss
I wish
Kira.
that I could probably do a video of Riley because they're going to be Riley's color.
Yeah.
She's really carbonated. Aiden, are you ready for some soup?
Watch out, baby. Here's Mama Kira. Alright, watch out, Kira. Don't knock my phone over again.
Oh my gosh, Sherry, you have to see Bailey. I've got some TikToks with her on it, I think, but they're kind of playing. But she's really, really nice. She's just about, I think she's about to turn a year or just like in the last week or two turned a year. But she is 111 pounds, not fat. We keep them lean. But she's stocky, she's nice. The head that's coming in on her, and what I like most about her, she's got a beautiful eye. The perfect shape eye. Her head is nice shape already, and they usually kind of go funky at that age, right? So she's got a beautiful head, nice top line, good shoulder. She doesn't toe out front or rear. She, if you were to look at the Corso standard, she has the ideal rear. If you look at kind of the over-angulated version we get in the show ring, she could use a little more angulation in the rear, but she's got nice length at back. And then, so the pink collar from A litter. Where did she go? Wasn't that Kira's last litter?
Yes, A was Kira's last litter.
I'd have to look and see where she went.
What?
There is one that I'm really upset. I cannot get a hold of these people. They brought the dog back to us, and it was one of the brindle puppies. And they brought the dog back and said that, they weren't sure if they could keep her. They were having some financial difficulties. So what we did was we gave them money, and we gave them some, we shipped them some food for the dog because she was using the dog as a therapy dog. And we didn't want to take the dog away from her being her therapy dog. And now I can't get a hold of him, so I'm really concerned about where that puppy is and what's going on with it.
Where's that? All right, Miss Jen, are you ready for me to introduce these?
I gotta get my beats working, because I can't hear anymore.
I didn't mute it, did I?
So the exciting thing is, eventually, by having Alicia here running the nursery, we will be able to do some more educational videos on the older dogs and the puppies growing up that we keep.
Yes. Like we was talking the other day about from birth to 1 year being able to do videos and stuff like that on ones that stay in the program and stuff.
Yep.
And seeing how they grow and mature.
Blue collar gray brindle was returned. I don't think we have from A litter.
That's red. Howling. A litter was Kira's. Or the A2.
Never choosing them. Blue collar gray brindle was returned. I don't remember taking any back. I'm not saying my memory's the best. Hold on, let me look. Let me find the A litter. Yellow collar. No collar. Blue collar. I have blue collar as a black male in A litter. He's here in Tennessee. Yeah, that would be A2. Here, a Fig.
I don't know which collar it was, but I know that one gray male that was out of that litter, because I was watching the videos the other night to look so I could see what she had last time and look at how these are growing this time. So maybe if I can sweet talk Marion.
Oh, I know which one it was. It was, hold on. It was, yep, the blue collar, blue brindle male. He had gone to Florida, and then he went to...
Oh, that's right. You had a black with a blue collar and a blue or gray with the blue collar.
So he ended up staying here in Tennessee. His name is Hooch.
You got on my bed.
But yeah, he did bring him back. That's right. The guy ran into, he had some financial issues, and we did what we never do, which I'm not going to say because it'll set a precedence, and we're not doing it anymore, right? Oh, you're not watching this?
Huh?
You're watching something else?
Me?
Yeah. So we got the puppy back, and then he ended up staying here in Tennessee. He was really nice, though. He was a nice puppy.
I can't remember which one out of that A litter it was. It was a gray male, and his head was absolutely gorgeous. The like really square box muzzle type thing.
Yeah, I found him. I don't have any pictures of him. I'll have to email the guy and ask. That's the one thing that I wish our families would do is post more pictures and like join that Facebook page we have that's just for the families. I mean, some of them are great, but others I get it, right? Life gets busy.
Life
get busy.
gets in the way. All right, I'm gonna go warm up a bottle, so you're gonna be talking to me while they're looking at the puppies. Or do you need to finish talking?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. They could. because I had you near the camera thing, the phone.
Oh,
But you're walking away.
But I'm walking away now, so I can go get the bottle in to warm up.
I'm getting Aiden some soup.
Uh,
Made chicken noodle soup because we're all sick.
does he still feel? Is he feeling better than he was the other day?
Yeah, he's just still real congested. He can't beat this congestion. He won't drink anything. Right?
Yeah.
He starts crying,
Kira.
and then the congestion gets even worse.
I'll listen to you talk on Marion's phone.
Okay.
Thank God for 5 phones in one house.
Right?
Okay, they should be able to hear you.
Alright, so Sherry, yes, Kira is a half sister to Whiskey, same dad, Jon Snow. And I believe, hold on, let me look at her. If I can get this thing to open. I believe her registered name is, it's a weird name, it's like Phanagoria or something like that. Let me find it. I got all this paperwork from, there's Russian Nikas, we have Russian Nika, we have American Nika. It's Faye, Nika, Louie, Kira's DNA test. Here's Kira's papers. So her, hey Ashley, how are you? Okay, so her name is Nochnoi. It's probably out Nochnoi. Dozer. Zor Phanagoria. Phanagoria. Nochnoi Dozer, which is Night Watch. There is a kennel here in the States that took that name, which I think is funny because this is a really well-known kennel. But anyway, Nochnoi Dozer Phanagoria is her name. Yeah, I think she is actually. I think Jon Snow, I think, is oh, she is not Una, that she's not that. I don't know how to say that. I'm gonna try and say that. Una Pavlova, whatever that is. So her mother is Nochnoi Dozer Rogenda, Rogneda. Rogenda? I don't know, it's Russian. I need to take the time to get all these dogs on the Pedigree database, and then it'll be easier to look them all up. But the way they have it, you have to submit everything, which, I guess is the only way to get it to them. It'd be cool if you could somehow, with this AI technology, somehow take a picture of the Pedigree and have it uploaded. But right now you gotta email everything to them, and then I believe they have to hand input it into the system, which can't be fun for them either. But it is nice once they're in there. So we've got to get a bunch of our dogs in there. But yeah, so last time we bred Kira to Fig, and this time we bred her to Louie. So it'll be interesting to see what we get, because Fig and Louie are similar but different at the same time. Fig is heavier, bone, not by a lot, but he looks it because he's a little bit shorter, but he's got more body. So it makes him look shorter, and he is thicker.
I'm back in here now, Jen.
We need to add Sherry into the team, I think. She built Pedigree databases.
Ah, cool. That would be awesome. Because it's so aggravating when you're trying to look one up and see their background, and you can't, so then you got to figure out, okay, who's their mom, who's their dad, and then try to find them.
Exactly.
Like we was doing the other night.
Right. No, can't find the mom. Okay, let's find the mom
Yeah,
and dad.
and I think Kira's mom wasn't on there. It was just John that was on there. Aaron, Jon Snow.
Didn't we find her mother's sire?
Yes.
When I pulled up her full pedigree?
Yes, and I forgot to save it on the laptop. Because when you asked, I pulled it up on the laptop and I forgot to save it. And I forgot to bookmark it.
Well, I would think that she said she's done pedigrees for birds. I would think that would be the same thing. Pedigree's a pedigree, right? No matter
Yeah.
a person, a dog, a bird, a cat.
Yep, pedigrees are pedigrees. What are you doing, Miss Kira? She is such a sweetheart.
Okay, we definitely need Sherry. She has a photographic memory. That'll make up for all of our partial memories.
Yay! She must get more sleep.
Welcome to the team.
Goodness. Hold on, Kira. Hold on, just a second.
That's our excuse and we're sticking to it.
Yep.
Puppy brain.
Yep. Puppy brain and worrying about vet appointments to get this done and that done and this OFA's done and those OFA's done and have they emailed me the pictures yet? Yes, Miss Kira.
You'll have to elaborate on that someday, Sherry. So Ashley, if you see me say Ashley, she's down in Florida, and she also has an import. She's on here as Sansa, not to be known as Sansa. We love pedigree nerds. Because I'm really not a pedigree nerd. I've never been a pedigree nerd. Even when I bred horses, people would go, I remember, like, this is crazy because I vividly remember this. We went to Belgium and we were shopping. We were shopping for a couple of clients for horses, and there was another lady she ran the registry, and she was really particular about what she wanted, but all she cared about was the papers. Like, she was like, I want this line, and like that's all she cared about was the papers. And I asked if I could come along with her because she was going to some different breeders' farms, and she said, yeah, but you can't shop until I'm done shopping. And I said, that's fine. So I just kept my mouth shut the whole time she was shopping, and she was shopping off of bloodlines only. And I didn't like anything they showed her, not one of them. And I was keeping my eye on some of the other horses. And then when we got done, I said, are you all done? And she said, go ahead. And I told the guy the ones that I wanted to see, and the ones that I wanted to see were either not for sale or were more money. And the guy over there, this other woman had gone and she was off doing her own thing, and he was talking to me, and he said, you picked some of my best ones. And I said, well, I don't care about the pedigree. I don't care what names are behind them. I want to see the individuals. So I've never been a paper pedigree person. I've always been a show me 3 generations of the actual dogs.
And that gives you, in my opinion, gives you a better opportunity to bring forward from each one the things that you like to see in your lines or would benefit your lines.
And once you learn what you're looking for and what you need, and that's why I was telling Eric the other day, like, to see the pieces of the puzzle that are going to come together in these young dogs is really cool. They're talking about a dog named Atlant and Zelios. I don't even know who those dogs are. I don't know dogs' names. I just look at a dog and I tell you if I like it or not.
He's actually, I haven't seen him, but that name, because I get the emails from the Corso shows, that name sounds familiar. He's won at least 3 or 4 to be able to stick into my brain shows lately.
Yeah, Ashley just said you can have a great pedigree and get one off, and that's what I learned in horses is that even full siblings, that DNA just doesn't always hit the same, and that's why I like looking at the individual. Now I'm gonna have to look up that dog. Where's that dog out of? Where's that Atlas dog out of?
here. Bottle's not quite ready. With the genetics and all, from what little bit I've learned from reading and stuff, the way it works is, like, say they have the mom A and dad B have 4 puppies. Each of those 4 puppies only carry half of the DNA from mom, half from dad. So when you go down and you outcross it to something else, you're weakening. If there's anything in those that you like, if you outcross, you're weakening. But you need the outcross to bring in fresh stuff. But then you got to come back at some point to maintain the points and the traits that you liked from the original parents. In
I
order,
think that's why where we're line breeding is a good place to line breed at.
and figuring out that sweet spot for each line is different.
You should see the bone on this female we have out of from our, what is she, D litter, because we named her Daisy Duke. I've never seen bone on a female like this.
Yes,
ever.
Sherry.
I've rarely seen bone on a male like that.
That's purple out of the first litter that was here, right?
Pink.
Pink. Okay. Oh, purple's the one that was okay. Yeah. And she grew into that, because she was, her and Pink were, when they were here, were very, very close in size as far as bone and body mass. But when you sent that video or showed that video on YouTube the other day of them two playing before Pink left or Purple left, I could not believe how much she had developed.
Yeah, they didn't even look like they were from the same litter. We had somebody come out and look at Purple, not the family who ended up buying her, but I swear they just didn't take her because they, you know, I'm telling them, throwing blue in the face. I'm like, I promise you, she's actually on the large side. This one's just gigantic. And I think they just didn't take her because they asked if she was the runt, and I'm like, no, she definitely was not. Like, you don't understand how she was. I think Eric weighed her the other day, and she was like 48 pounds at 12
Holy
weeks.
cow!
She's not heavy. In fact, I felt her the other day, and I was like, maybe I need to add a little bit more food. I hate to put too much weight on them when they're that big, though.
Yeah, that's scary. And growing too fast. One thing though, when adding bone, I have to
You gotta
watch
watch
it.
the weak bastards and flat feet, and I'm trying. We're experimenting with some nutritional stuff right now to help prevent that, because I don't think it's a genetic thing. I think it's a nutritional thing. I think they're just growing so big so fast. Yeah, it is funny that they don't. Ashley just said it's funny that no one wants the little puppies, but her best puppy was the one from her last litter, was the smallest one, and we've had that before too. And I haven't ever had the smallest puppy like end up being the biggest puppy. You know, some people will say, oh, the runt can end up being the biggest, and I've never had that happen. I think that the bone, for the most part, the bone that you get and you see is going to be the, you know, depictive of what they're going to grow up to be. I've never seen a thinner boned, smaller puppy grow up to look like Daisy and just be a giant with super heavy bone. But some of the smaller ones will grow up and be like, if I had to guess, Kira may have been a smaller puppy. She's got nice bone, but not huge bone, but she's very feminine. And that's one of the things I love about her is she's very typey.
She's very feminine. I love her feet. Oh my God, I'm sorry, you guys. I am in love with her feet. Talking about bringing good feet and not having weak pasterns. She's she's laying down. I wish she'd get in here so y'all could see her, but she's laying down over here beside the camera, but she has beautiful feet.
I'm trying to think what litter it was.
And she's got the length of back, too.
Well, it's the J litter. Because we kept Jaded and Justice, and if you look at, I don't know if I have pictures of them, if I did a video, but when those girls were around, I want to say 4 months old, I stacked them up, and they were big girls, and they grew fast. And we were on Pro Plan at the time, and I think we were on Pro Plan. I don't think we were on Farmina at that time. I think we were on Pro Plan. But they got really, really, really weak in their pasterns. I doubled them up on their ester C. But the new things we've got going on, we'll see if they work. But those two went super, super weak in their pasterns, more so than I had ever seen in a long time.
Which ones was that?
You know, Ashley, when you say the way they walk is beautiful, that's what's interesting is I was telling Alicia the other day, I was out watching Bailey. She's the B2 litter, the Formentino girl we kept. And when they describe this breed as cat-like, like you can watch her. I can't wait. I hope we get it on video someday. I have a really bad video and poor lighting because it was dark out. But she literally stalks. When she's playing, she'll like pick one of the other dogs and she'll stalk them and she'll walk really slow up on them and she moves so slow. Every move is like calculated and you can watch those shoulders because she just kind of lowers her whole body a little bit and those shoulders pop up like a big cat would and you watch those shoulders articulate. As she sets those feet down, she even sets them down real slow and gentle and she'll walk right up, creep right up to them. The other dog will walk up to her. She won't even move. Like she won't blink. And then she waits for them to kind of turn away. And as soon as they turn away, she pounces on them. And I'm like, that is like, I can't, I want to be able to document that, but I can't. One, two, three, four, five. Just counting puppies.
Are you ready to look at them?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll start over here. This is light brown female. And I gotta get behind my camera so I can see what I'm showing you. And these puppies do have mom's length. I mean, for a week old, they're really long.
Nice length of back. Kira has really nice length of back too.
Yeah, I tried to get her to get in the box a while ago, and she wouldn't do it. She's laying over here just beside the camera.
Louie does not have, he's a little short in the back, but his mother does.
So you could pull it.
She's got nice length of back. And I would say big is average.
And then, it don't look like it, but this one is white. The collar is white. And it's a little girl. And she has good length too. And there's her little face. And she barely has a few white. Let me turn my other light on here.
She's squirming.
Well, it's feeding time. She has a little white spot right there. I don't know if I got her in. Yeah, you can see it. And that's all the white she has on her. Oh, nope, take that back. You got some white hairs on your toes. One little toe there.
Yeah, I can see the toe.
Yeah. I missed that one. Alright, y'all quit that. Quit that. And this is another little girl. Neon green. She's got nice length. pretty little face.
We need to get you a better light for in there.
I know. I've got enough for in the box, but up above the box, I don't, because my lights are halfway down. Like, my lights are under the cabinets.
Right.
So, it shows lower really good.
I'll remind Eric to tell you about the little light cube thing that he got us when we do videos. We got a little light cube.
Uh-huh.
It just goes on a cell phone stand holder,
Oh, cool.
and then you can just set them in front of it.
And this one's a big boy. Big old boy.
Oh, look how chunky he is.
He is big. He's heavy boned. Look.
Oh, I love the nose on him.
Look at that. And he's got big bones.
Yeah, we've got a ring light here too, Sherry. I like this cube thing though. It's really cool. I'm actually using the ring light for the bully litter. Actually, she just moved. I gotta go check her. Because the one we got is kind of cool. It has the bright LED, and then it also has a light, or like a yellowy kind of shade.
I did
Are you want a boy or a girl, Ashley?
When you get done, Jen, I have a question for Miss Sherry.
Okay. Well, go ahead and ask.
Okay, Miss Sherry's the one with that does the pedigree studying, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Question. I'm wanting to do a line breeding, and I've been talking to Jen, and we're back and forth with whether a female or a male would be better to do it with. They both have their. That's kind of what I'm thinking, but I figure we got the extra brain power. It won't hurt to see. I can't see my camera. There we go. This is Mr. Black, and he's got a pretty face too, and big bone, big thick baby. But to do a line breeding on that Aaron John Snow, I have a male that has him as the grandfather. And then these puppies would be its father. Would it work better to keep a male or female, or if my husband's not listening, both? He's gonna kill me. Did I do?
So I'm not sure. Hey, let me try to help you out. Okay, so she's asking you to do parallel breedings, and I'm not exactly positive what that means, but what I like to do, one of our best line breedings was a 3-on-3. So I count. It was.
This is Mr. Purple.
Aria was from. Capone, which was Chino, and
It's a big boy.
Luca. Yeah, it was a 3-on-3.
All right, when you say 3-on-3, what exactly are you meaning with that? Because you know I'm still dumb to all these things.
Ashley's got kind of the same thing as what you have going, Alicia, and I think skipping that generation by keeping a male and then taking a female puppy back in the current stud, or in Ashley's case won't be that, because she'll have an offspring from Sansa, and which goes back to John, and then these will go back to John. So she'll keep a male from this, and we'll have a female from Sansa. And you would have Cello, which is a John grandson, back to one of.
Well, we would have the choice of Cello to. You're saying keep a daughter from Cello, right?
Yeah, you would breed the daughter of Cello to this male, or you. See, keeping a female lot of this, I think, puts it too close because there's a couple of things, and we didn't go through, we didn't have that phone call that we were going to have. There's a couple of things about John.
Yeah. Which is, I'm sorry, part of the reason I snuck that question in. Because we always get sidetracked.
Right.
And this is a little boy, dark green.
So we've seen enough of John that I think we know he's good. Who's this, green?
Yep, dark green.
Boy?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously.
Yep. He's got a pretty little face. If I can get it in there. Well, I'm standing blocking my light. I'm sorry,
No,
people. I wondered, let me move this over.
I see the little brindle on his head. He's so hard to see
There.
because he's so dark.
Yeah, he is very dark. He's got a little... This is the one I think's so cool. He's got like a little 7. Looks like a little 7 on his chest.
Oh, it sure does. Look at that.
But he's coming in brindle. It's very light. I see it more in the rear and right through here on him.
I can't really see his head much.
I'm sorry. Let me grab my flashlight.
So when we did that Ariana...
How's that?
You gotta hold him down. There you go. Oh, he's got a nice head.
Mm-hmm. I was about to say, he's got a nice face. Really good profile on him.
Nice. Look at the eye set there. Sherry likes him.
All right. Talking about eye set. Oh, one finger. He's not as chunky as the others, but he's got the same thickness in the head and the bone. He's just more lean like Mom.
Right. And Sherry and Ashley, these guys will come home at 4 weeks.
Which is the week before Christmas. Yeah, 4 weeks, we'll put them the week before Christmas. Right?
Sure. I don't even know what month it is. Earlier today, I was like, shit, it's December already.
That's like my mom this morning. I was talking to her on the phone, and I said, they'll leave the end of this month, either the week after Christmas or the week before Christmas. And she said, well, that's next month. I said, no, Mom. It's December 1st. It's this month.
I know. I'm still working on it. I need to clean out the fridge from Thanksgiving leftovers and realize it's December.
Come here. Where are you going? This is a pretty girl.
All right, where is your other baby at?
What other baby?
I'm talking to Lammy.
Oh.
She's moving around potty.
Now this one, this is the pink girl, gray baby. She has 2 little white, I'm standing in my light again. She has 2 little white spots, teeny tiny little white spots on her chest. She's got a pretty head. She's got a good,
She gray?
I think she might come in brindle because she's getting that gristle color back through here. She might not. I'm not seeing any on the legs yet or the hips, but it's just got that weird shade to it, if that makes sense.
She's a gray, not a black, right?
Right. She's gray. I'm sorry, I ain't even got her in the camera.
Oh, look at the cute dog.
Oops. I'm trying to get light on her without too much light.
Big, hefty girl.
Yes, and very long. She's a nice girl. I mean, from not counting her head, my fingers are right at the tip of her chest. And that's how far she comes up on my arm.
you can see the length of the back right there.
Yeah, she's very long. She is a pretty, pretty girl.
It's going to come through weird because you and I are talking real time and the video is delayed.
Oh, goodness.
So I see what happens after it happens and then comment.
That's why it's so hard on videos. And it's like that every video I do.
Ashley said some of her puppies go home this weekend.
Ooh.
Yay,
Let's see. I did white, but not gray. Here's gray collar, gray girl. Oh, I got a spotlight person. Yay! I just got to know if I'm in the camera. There we go. And she's all hunched up, but she's long too.
You got obstacles in your way there that you can't step on.
Yeah.
She's super gray. Is she that light?
Well, Marion's got the light on for me. He's holding the flashlight on, so that's her. She's not light. She does have that silver sheen to her coat.
Okay.
But
That's the one you were talking about.
but look at this muzzle. Look at she's squirming so bad. Look at that face.
She's got a big old head too.
Yes. There's one finger dead center.
I think it's cool that you can kind of tell their eye shape when they're not even open yet.
Yeah. They started actually.
What collar was the one that had the number 7?
That's dark green boy. This one right here. I think. I'm still learning them. Yes, that's him. Dark green boy. And then this one. See.
Show him with the light on his face.
Okay.
Oh, really nice. They've all got very consistent heads, don't they?
Yes. Now, there is, I think neon green, or is it? No, it's dark brown. I knew it was one of the black ones. Has a good mix. He's a little different head than the rest of them, but it's a good mix of mom and dad.
That was 7 that she just had up there, Ashley. The green color boy.
This one's a good mix of mom and dad, but still very wide in here.
Yeah.
It's just a little more length there than the rest of them have. But that's a really good mix of mom and dad. And this one, of course, this one is brindle.
Did you put your finger by his face and he was like, ooh. So we have a new term. Are you ready for it?
Okay.
Aiden come up with this today. It's called taco tongue.
It does! Oh my God! The little tongues when you're bottle feeding and you take the bottle out and they keep sucking?
Yep.
It does look like a taco.
Yep. That's our new term, taco tongue.
And then neon orange. And this is a boy. And I think he might be getting some brindling in.
Sherry's asking if the dark green boy is the one with the broken sack.
The broken sack. What does that mean?
The one with born.
I'm not sure. I thought maybe she.
Oh, the one that I had to pull? That had the broken, that broke, the sack broke inside and I had to pull it and it was really hard to pull?
Probably.
Have to,
Well, won't
She
you?
probably have to go back and look at the records.
give me just a second. Yes. Yes, it was dark green. All right, this is neon orange. Good chunky boy. But I think he's gonna be brindle.
Nice length of back.
Mm-hmm.
Down just a little.
Big head.
They're really nice.
And he has a teeny tiny little spot there on his chest. He's hiding it. And he has a white chin. And so everybody knows. There's the taco tongue.
Actually, since we have the name for 7, you need to call him Bond 007.
Oh, that's cool.
That's really cute. And then Sherry said, see, that's proof of her photographic memory.
Yeah.
Was that everybody?
I think that's everybody.
Was that 11 pups?
I was looking at colors. And they kept moving on me. Yeah, I showed black. Yeah, I showed black. Yep, that's
11, right?
11. Yep.
I lost count. And
That's-
yes, I was listening.
You was?
Yes.
Oh, shit. Oh, sorry.
Just went fast because we were talking.
Yeah, he was listening when I said boy and girl.
Yeah.
Oopsie.
We need to get those two on here where they can actually talk.
Yes.
What? We had a profanity violation?
I did. I'm
Uh-oh.
sorry. I'm sorry. I did it. My bad.
I don't think that matters. I think half of the bully people's videos are profanity anyway, aren't they? And the motivational speakers, for that matter.
Well, yeah. And it said, I made sure it said not labeled for kids.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
I better
But
turn
yes,
the Christmas music down.
if next time we do something like this, if you want, I could take phone numbers and get everybody on a group call, and then we can all talk.
If we don't talk on top of each other.
Yeah.
That's hard. You know that's hard for me.
We've all got so much to say.
Maybe we should just do that off camera. Just get together on Facebook and have a group.
Nothing else.
Huh?
And be entertaining if nothing else.
Yeah. Oh Lord, it's hot back here.
Sherry said put her down for 007 depending on structure and temperament. She doesn't care about color. She wants structure and temperament. I believe Ashley's the same way.
Okay.
Both show dogs. And then, just so the two of you know, Alicia is keeping one out of this litter also, so. Well, planning to, right?
Oh, he's standing right here, Jen. Yes,
Oh, sorry.
I'm trying to plan to.
Busted.
Yep.
Well, you already talked about
Well,
that.
yeah,
so
we'd
I-
already
I-
talked about it,
knew-
and I was gonna keep.
I knew you was thinking about it.
I was gonna keep
anyway.
yellow or red from the last litter, and then when I found out that that Kira had Jon Snow as the dad, I was like, wait a minute, that's what I was wanting out of Yara that I didn't get. So I'm like, yeah, I need to fill that spot.
You know what did it? You didn't even need to know she was Jon Snow. You fell in love with her feet when she walked in the door.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, that was your other.
I think
thing.
as soon as she hit the ground and there was just a little bit of light from the cargo light in the car, I think that's when I told him, or walking around to put her in the kennel, I think that's when I told him I love her feet.
She has absolutely perfect feet. You couldn't get better feet than that.
Let me see if I can get her up here. Her lazy
I don't
butts.
think we've ever had another one that's had that good of like tight, tall cat feet. Like we've had tight feet
Nika.
but not
Kira.
tight and tall.
Kira, come on, Mama. Come on.
Oh, Sherry's in Virginia, so we can leave her puppy there.
Come on.
Or it'll have to come back.
Come on. Come on, Nika. Or Kira. Gosh, I get you two mixed up so bad. Come on, baby. Turn around.
There's the mama.
Come on, turn around. Oh, goodness, Mama, you're still dripping. My paper towels on that side's gone.
You got it.
Okay, I was trying not to let everybody see it.
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on what you have going on down there too, Ashley, because you've got some of the same stuff, but some different stuff as well, which is really a great thing.
Oh, I bumped a nose. I'm sorry. All right, back up here, Mama. Come here. Back up. So we can see Mama's pretty feet.
Everybody's always like, look at the head, look at this, look at that. And we're like, nope, look
Nope,
at
I'm her feet. I love her feet. Can you see them?
She also has a beautiful head too.
Yes.
And she's got nice wide nostrils. This dog moves incredible.
Damn it.
There's another violation, and it wasn't me this time.
Hey, you ain't got to
I don't think so, Sherry. I don't think there's any of that in there.
Try to turn it down so you can see her feet.
Okay.
And her structure is just, I mean...
Here, you stand there and pet her and let me go to the other side. So we can get a good look at Mama. She's a little lazy right now because she's tired.
Yeah.
But Mama has really pretty
She does
feet,
have good
front
feet.
and back. The only thing Mama could be better at is cleaning up messes. But other than that, she's... She says, I saw you do it, so you can do it. What's the matter, Kira? Watch your baby.
Reproduction-wise, too, she's had 2 big litters. And she's a sweetheart. Great temperament. Hey, Sherry said, don't you...
Yes. Yes. And it's like they don't come back from that until like a month out.
After they dry up.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm looking at her feet again. Because that's her placing them, not me, so. Look at that fat little booty go.
Show her our nostrils, too. She's got really good nostrils.
Come here, Kira.
I need to show one that's got tight nares. Fig's nares are a little bit tighter than I like, but Louie, these puppies actually...
She looks like she's pouting, but she's not. It's because I'm pushing her head up so I can get to the light.
Yeah.
But she's got really good nostrils.
So,
No, I got it. Thank you.
Fig's nostrils are a little bit tight.
I have
That's me being picky, but they're a little tight. But Louie has incredible nostrils, so these puppies genetically should be good in the no clothes and airs.
Kira,
No bracky dogs.
there's the taco tongue. Tell Aiden, there's the taco tongue. Kira, don't mess up the camera. I can't see what I'm doing. Move over, Mama. Now Mr. Orange is in my way. I was going to show you some nostrils. Because he was sleeping so good. And Mama went and messed me up. There we go.
Aww.
There we go. There's his little nostrils. They're nice and open.
Mm-hmm. Especially for that age, they sure
Yeah. And this one over here too.
Look how wide the bottom of his jaw is.
Oh yeah, that's a girl. That's
Oh,
a,
that you just showed as a girl?
This is pink. Yeah, that's pink.
Wow.
There we go. There's
Sherry
how
said
wide.
be sure to keep a female. I do plan to keep a female out of her last litter, and I hate doing that and saying I'm going to keep out of the last litter because you never know what the future may hold. But we just are so full right now. Trying to find a home for Riley, which I haven't really put out to the public yet.
Let's see. I was trying to find another one. Oh, she knocked my bottle off.
But that's why we kept one out of the B2 litter and then the D2 litter because those were also big litters. So we kept a female out of both of those. And Mom is retired after those 2 litters.
Mr. Red, both litters that I got here of yours, Jen, are huge. Nika, or Kira, goodness. It's okay, baby. It's okay. It's okay. She knocked my phone. She knocked that phone off on him. Oh, I hear you moaning, Mama. Mama says, oh, it's rough being a mama.
So Sherry said she thinks 007 is going to be more on the type B side. And then Ashley agrees that it is crazy. I mean, you just never know what you're going to get. I always tell people, if you have what you like in front of your face, you better keep it now, because we don't ever know what genetics are going to do in the future. But I have to make the right decision for the care. Look at him.
That's
Look at the care of the
007.
animals here. We need a bunch of guardian homes. People who can raise and love the puppies. And we can keep them for the program.
Oops, sorry.
You can see Mom's feet in him right there.
Mm-hmm. All of them, really. Like, here's the black boy. His too. You might be able to see his little nose holes. Yeah. Who said that? Sansa? Yes, ma'am. You and me and Jen and everybody needs more room. Or we just need to move like all together and get a big old compound and just be happy with our dogs.
Well, we've got one of our puppy families, and they're actually serious about it. They said something about having a bunch of our dogs, and I said what I would love to have is somebody who had a facility where people could come and visit, and like sort of a therapy type center, because we have such great temperaments. Like I told them they were interested in potentially being like a retirement place. And I think that would be really cool to know where they're going and have them be part of something like that.
Oh, so like a retirement, like operated as a rescue, but an actual retirement place.
Yeah.
Black collar boy is gray. I don't see Brindle. Yeah, she has color. I don't see Brindle coming in yet, but I don't know. Does have that kind of tinge to him. But him is gray.
So Sherry asked, do we usually grow them up a little bit? So what I'll usually do is, like, we wanted to watch Bailey from B2 grow up to see how we wanted to breed her next time, so we skipped a litter. So that's usually what I'll do, is skip a litter and see how that one grows up, and then decide if we want to switch out the stud or not.
Okay. How many people have a Galaxy Android phone? Because he's stretched out, perfect length of body there.
You know I do.
Yeah. That's why I was using my phone. There's the length of his body.
Big.
Yeah. And when I say that they're long, they're him, the white girl there. Actually, I could probably put my phone beside. Even 007 here. Ain't short in body. And that's with every single one of them. That one just curled up as I set the phone down.
When you were whelping the litter, you said they were long.
Yeah, they're very long. There ain't really. I think the shortest one is one of the gray ones. It might be gray. Might be the gray collar. Right there. In between red and neon green over there. That one might be the shortest body, but like I said, there really ain't. I say short and you think more squared, and I'm sorry people, I gotta crawl around. It's the end of the day. Hold still, Mr. Red. But she still ain't short bodied.
Yeah. No, not at all. Well, like, Louie isn't really short in his body. He's just so dang tall. If he had 2 inches off of his legs, he would look rectangular. But Louie has got phenomenal rear angulation, and that's what I love about him. I love his head. He's got probably one of the cleanest heads. He's even cleaner than Fig in the head with those big wide nostrils.
Okay. This is something I hear you say a lot, and I've never asked, so I'm gonna ask on camera and pretend like I'm stupid. When you say clean, exactly what?
No wrinkles.
No wrinkles. Okay. Wrinkles only upon expression.
No, yeah, the standard is wrinkles only upon expression. No wrinkles, and also limited jowl. Like, you know that U in the jowl?
Mm-hmm.
That also. He doesn't have a lot of that because, like, Whiskey's head isn't really... It's a little sloppy, but he's sloppy because he's jowly, and that's exactly how Jon Snow is. So that's something that, like, this here, I think is a good litter to line breed on that with, because adding Louie into that without those jowls, that's what makes the only thing of Jon Snow's head that is sloppy to me is he's got that longer jowl. His head itself is clean, he just has longer jowls. And Whiskey got that from him, but Whiskey doesn't tend to produce it.
No, Whiskey,
So
because Cello don't have it.
Right, and that's after we saw the first few litters that Whiskey produced. I was like, okay, that's okay. Now we know how we can incorporate this because he doesn't seem to produce that.
Think like more towards.
Yeah, I can't stand that. Sherry said like the
Neo
and Bulldog. I can't.
I
stand
can't.
That Neo look.
Mm-mm. No, that to me makes me think of Bloodhound, and I can't. That
on the side of their face.
Yeah. I mean, Cello has a little bit, but when he looks down, but when he's looking straight out, he don't have that, and it just. I understand now what you mean by clean.
Yeah, Louie has like hardly any jowl, and he only has wrinkles when his ears are completely perked forward. Fig is the same way, but Fig has slightly more jowl than Louie does.
All right, I'm gonna try to put my camera back in the stand thingy, and pardon my fingers, people. That's silly.
So Ashley said some of the dogs she's seen in the ring down there in Florida are either super tight like a pit, or they have the Neo. See, and that's why it's so hard for the judges to decide what's right, because there's no consistency. I will say it's gotten better from when I first started, like when they were first recognized. But,
Sorry, Kira. It's okay.
I don't like them looking like when they get, so Louie's face is super tight to where you could say it could be more on the pit bull side, but because of the shape of his head, it doesn't read pit bull at all.
No, because he's still got that big muzzle.
Yeah.
That 90% of pit bulls don't have.
He's got a not overly long, but he has a correct length muzzle.
Did you see her just look at me? She just looked at me like, get over here and move these puppies so I can lay down.
She's got you trained.
Yeah. When she sits down and she looks over at me. I'm coming, girl.
I gotta get Louie back to Dave because that dog deserves a championship. We had him out for,
Mama.
I think, 2 or 3 months, and we would enter a show and it would show that it pulled majors and get there and show up at the ring.
Host you. Come here.
Which I think is crap. I think it's crap that people will, like, they know they're going to lose, so they don't show up. And a lot of times, like, Louie, he's pointed out that he needs a major, so let him pick his major up and he'll be out of the way, and then all of you can win the next 3 days of the show. Like, sometimes just let that good dog get its points and get it out of the way.
Agreed. Now, for everybody who can see Kira right now, them beautiful feet. She was laying flat, but my whelping box is 4 foot wide. She's got some length, but she's proportionate.
That's what I was just going to ask you, was how wide was your whelping box?
It's 4 foot.
You still haven't been able to see her move yet because she's
No.
pregnant.
No, because I don't want to jostle her around. No, I have seen her jump across me and head to the window because Chaka peeked in the window the other day. So I know she can bounce.
Yeah,
She's
Ashley
such a
said
good
that's
girl.
a problem. No one's showing. And that's exactly what we had happen with Louie. And Dave finally said, just take him home until we can find a big show. So now he's home and he's, I want to get him fit a little bit more this time when I send him out.
And the heck
He's
of
ever, like, I'm brutally honest about our dogs, but he's ever so slightly cowhocked, and I think if I strengthen him up a little bit, that won't show.
the
So
back.
we'll have to watch for that when these puppies grow up, the ones that we're keeping. Watch for that little bit of cowhock.
Okay.
I'm sure he said F litter, put finish.
Hey! Let's just call him Footloose. I do. I love her feet.
Oh, you're actually going to show Zenza there. That'll be fun. After she's been, that's cool. I hope she does really well, especially after having, she had 2 litters now? And your 2 litters were nothing like each other either. She got a bunch of really heavy carbonated ones, like Nika's litter.
Oh. I like that heavy carbonated. Marion loves that color.
Yeah, I do.
When
too.
we was
It's one of my
talking
favorite colors.
about cutting back our numbers so that we weren't so quite overwhelmed with this part and that part, and I can't remember how he had it. It was something about Tater can't go because Tater's his favorite. And she's gotten darker since the winter's come, and she's getting that undercoat or whatever back in. Her carbonation's come back. It's like it
So
faded
her
out during
brother
the summer.
here, Crypto, her brother here, is not carbonated at all, but he is like almost red.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It still has the gray muzzle?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Sherry said I think it's important to pick our dogs apart and avoid kennel blindness. That's kind of, I don't know, some people say it's one of my bad faults because I focus more on what I don't like than what I do. And I just learned that through the horses. The Europeans would come over and they'd inspect the horses and they'd take your horse out and they'd pick it apart in front of everybody. And that was kind of what I wanted to, that was what I wanted to know. And so many people got upset because they'd say bad things about their horse. And I'm like, if I didn't understand something afterwards, like they would say it has a short elbow. And I never understood what in the world that meant. But they were in a horse, and I'll have to look at a dog, in a horse from the point of the shoulder to the point of the elbow should be almost as long as it should be from the point of the shoulder to the point of the wither. But they don't call it a shoulder angle, they call it an elbow angle.
if I remember right, I think that should be the same length.
Yeah, it makes
In the Corsos too.
And it makes sense, but I learned so much just from learning structure from those guys and wanting to. I tell everyone I talk to, if your breeder pulls out the dog and they have nothing but good things to say about it, oh, it's perfect, it's perfect, it's perfect. They either don't know or they're not willing to admit it. Our best dogs. I mean, if you can't find 3 things you want to fix on them, even if they're minor, when we get into, feet and nostrils and bites, these are things most people don't even look at.
No, it's not something ordinary. Because I tell my sister and my mom that my mom's laughed at me when I told her I love Kira's feet, and I'm like, but you don't understand. It is hard to find feet this pretty, and the way it's supposed to be in the Corso.
Mm-hmm. Like Dora's right next to me right now, and she's got nice tight feet, but they're not like Kira's. Actually, the knuckles are up. I don't even know if you call them knuckles on feet, but whatever those.
Yeah, they're knuckles.
They're up. Like she's what we would call up on her feet, right? And then her pasterns are nice and strong. She's just the definition of cat-like in her feet.
The very definition of it, to where it looks like you've got a little ball of clay that you made into a ball, and then you stuck a square something down on top of it, and it just kind of pooges out. That's the perfect little cat foot.
Mm-hmm. The Senza have feet like. I actually said I'll send you a picture of Senza's feet. I wonder, because they are related through John. But you remember when we saw John's picture, that we said that's where her feet came from?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Cello has good feet, but not. He's not as up on them as she is. Jen, remind me that I need to talk to you when we get done with this live. You're supposed to fall asleep on it.
He lives here, thank you. Oh, Ashley sent me a picture of that dog named Atlant. I'm sure I'm not saying it right, but yeah, he is pretty. He's got nice wide nostrils too. Pretty eyes. There's a dog, I think they're in Serbia also. Remember when I showed you that Formentino dog that I like, Alicia, on Instagram?
Yeah.
That one, that dog is really, he articulates a lot in his movement, and I really like that about him. He's got a gorgeous head. He's not too tall, nice length of body. I really like that dog, but they won't send semen over here, so the only way we're going to get it is to buy a dog from him. And I'd rather buy semen than buy a dog.
Yeah. Because if you... semen, you got a lot more chance to get to pick what it throws the best. Like whatever it throws in the puppies, you can pick out what you need the most.
Because you know what your stuff does.
Uh-huh.
And that way you can say, all right, well, the stud brought this and this and this. And
That's one thing. Whoever's getting these Nika puppies, it when we was looking at her pedigree, the like Yara's her daughter, and you can look at the two of them beside each other and tell it. And
yeah.
and then was it on Nika's mother's side, granddad, that looked like a male version of her.
Uh-huh.
You get that typiness or not typiness, but that consistency in one side of the pedigree, and then you put it with your side of the pedigree with Figgy the way you did, and these pups are going to be freaking awesome when they're big, when they're grown.
The great thing about Fig is he'll put a head on, and that head and that bone will hold their generations.
And that's where I can't wait to be one day, is to where I can say, I have a male and he will do this and this no matter what you have. He'll do this. To have that consistency in the background of him to do that.
Well, like we've got the Chino, our foundation male, we've got him on ice, but if we go, and he's where that head comes from Fig's mother, Tina. Because Tina is the Pacino daughter.
I really liked her.
Yeah, Tina was spectacular.
I love her pictures.
She stood toe to toe with the top males in the country, and she limited showing, really limited showing, and we only put a pro on her once, maybe twice. She was the number 4 female in the country. But I mean, I'm sorry, Bailey. She was one of those she was taking breed from the class. Even at 9 months old, when we thought she was great and didn't even know what she was going to be yet. Bailey, come on. Bailey, come on. Barbie, you got to go outside too. Barbie. Sorry, all the dogs have to go potty.
Mine's getting ready to have to go. My alarm's going to go off. Actually, it's way past time for them to go. I'm surprised they ain't barking. It's an hour past time for them to go. They're being so good. Yay.
She says the Brindle import female in a breeding home. Which one is that? Which one are you talking? I don't have your memory, Sherry. But anyways,
Is Kira the only well, no, you done that. You done Kira. That new one that you just got's black. What other one was Brindle?
No, the new one is Brindle.
Oh.
The South Italian one is Brindle. Nobody's seen her yet though. And she's another whole story. Like, we talk about what we're breeding for, and she is Cane Corso through and through. Like, she just is. And that's not really, honestly, what we breed today. But that piece of that crossed onto what we have, I think I want to breed her to Crypto. The only thing I really don't like about her is her head is a little bit like rustic, but not in that what people I always say people use that word rustic to say my dog's got an ugly head. Well, it's not that sloppy Neapolitan quote unquote rustic. It's just I can't even describe it. It's just a little bit of a different shape. So I'd like to put a more modern, I guess, if you will, head on her, and make her a little bigger. But she produced monsters in her last litter overseas. So we'll see what we get. But I really think Crypto would match up nicely with her because he's got length of back, he's got angulation front and rear, he's got a beautiful head coming in. That's Tater's brother.
Mm-hmm.
I really like him, with the exception that he looks like he's Marmaduke because the deer won't stand up.
If he looks anything like Tater does, he looks good. Because Tater, she's a little. Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? She's a little goofy looking because she's just a goofball, but but when she stands alert when they're out here after the rabbits or something, and she stands alert and at attention, oh my God, she is beautiful. When she stands still, she don't do that too often.
Yeah, Crypto doesn't either.
She's
And
definite.
He's been with Bailey his whole life, and she is one of the most confident dogs I have ever laid my eyes on, like stable confident. Eric walked around the corner. I was sitting here petting her, and he walked around the corner. She spun around, and her very first instinct was bark. And then she was like, "Oh, I know who you are." But she sees something, and she barks and just runs to it. There is zero fear in that dog, and I love that about her.
And that's the new one. I got lost on who we were talking about. My brain just went kapoo.
See, now I have trouble spotting. They're talking about in the chat about, being able to spot certain lines. And I really have trouble doing that. And I think it's because I'm not a pedigree person. I'm a dog person. So I'm just like, yeah, if I don't like a dog, honestly, I don't give it a second look. And I, probably would be beneficial to do that. I just can only keep so much in my head right now.
I'm not like that either. I can't look at one and say where it's from. But when I look at one, I'm looking at the things that I think make them a Corso.
Mm-hmm.
And if they don't,
like that dog, was it Atlas? I don't know what the name of the dog. No, not Atlas, because that's one of Alto's sons that the people have.
I know what you're talking about.
The one she just sent me of, it's a Formentino dog. He looks like what Wendy at Apex used to produce when she had a lot of VDL stuff, and that's what I love. I think VDL has got the head type just nailed. I think that, I don't know about his newer stuff, but his older stuff, if you looked at it, I mean, his stuff was just nice almond eyes, clean heads, little bit of jowl. Like Tate was from Warrior, and I really love that VDL stuff. Now, they're not big dogs, which is why they're not popular over here, because you're talking 23, 24-inch males, and that's how this South Italian female is that we have, and she does go back to VDL. And it's unfortunate, but we're seeing these Jolly Green Giants in the ring here, and they're really not supposed to be that big, and, that's, I think, why we're having a lot of issues with, health problems with the dogs. People blowing ACLs, and, some of them are having shoulder issues. We, knock on wood, haven't, but I've heard of, some other issues happening, and they're just not meant to be that big. I'm not saying I don't love a big dog, but they aren't meant to be that big, and you can't get that function out of them when they're that big. Like this new import, she will work a ball or squeak toy or anything on the ground like she's hunting prey like a cat. Oh, my chat just did something weird.
What did it do? I agree, Sherry. I have to like the look of the dog before I even think about looking at a pedigree. Unless I just heard the name and I need to go look it up.
Right? I know there's a lot of different types in the ring right now, that's for sure. But like you said, and I think that's a really good point that you made, is the Corso isn't even old enough to be a breed. So, it makes sense that there's all this inconsistency. And then you've got people who try and do things the easy way, and they crossbreed something else in, so they got some, Corso that doesn't have enough bone, and now they're like, well, I'll just put a Neapolitan to it. Well, now you screwed the whole thing up. And
Yeah.
hung papers on it, and now you got to try and breed all that crap out. And they don't see it as a problem because they didn't want typey, they just wanted big.
Oh my gosh. Can you see the little white girl? She is up on her feet.
I don't have my glasses on.
She is up on her feet. She's not scooting. Her belly is cleared. Now she's scooting.
Oh, I see her, yep. It took a second for me to see it. I'm so happy we've had this warm weather. I'm not looking for that day that this temperature drops. So it's like
Ours drops tonight.
it's yeah, okay. I hope ours doesn't. It's been like gloomy during the day because it's like misty. But we've been in the mid 60s, which has been nice. Ashley, don't you even say a word about your weather. I don't want to hear it. She's down in Florida.
Oh, I know. Yeah. My mom, she's in South Carolina, and she's all the time saying, it's not that cold here. Or she told me the other morning, it was like all the water was froze outside. We had to go and put hot water on it so the dogs could drink. and she said, oh, it was cold here this morning. It was 48 degrees. Like, Mom, that's not cold.
No, not at all. See, she said it's too hot. I'm not even comfortable if it's not 70. I put a sweatshirt on at like 65.
I do if I'm outside when the sun goes down. If the sun's up, it can be 65 and I'm fine. But if the sun goes down, then I gotta have something.
Yeah, next time we got to figure out how I can be on the camera too, because like I've got Bailey and Crypto standing right here, and he's like 2 to 3 inches taller than her. He is very tall, but he's got the bone to back it up.
All right.
A Fast and Furious white collar girl.
Yeah. That's cute. Fast and Furious Footloose litter.
Footloose, yeah. Foot fetish, footloose. Although they're not loose.
Her feet. I'm sorry.
I just need to get some. I make videos all the time. I just don't think that they're what people want to see. And I guess at the end of the day, like somebody told me a long time ago, people just want to see content. They don't care if it's what I want to see to put out.
True. That's very true. Because if you think about it from their point of view, they don't have this going on in their house, so this is exciting to them to be behind the scenes, so to speak, as to what's going on, and even if it's just one of them being goofy outside.
Yeah, and to me, I post things with a like heavy filter, not as in like you're changing like the color and stuff like that, but filter as in like I have 10 videos and I think like 20 seconds of one of those 10 videos is great video content.
I'm all the time looking like, I love this pose that they're doing, and I'll take a picture. I'm gonna send it. No, I'm not. That don't look as good on camera as it did in person.
Yeah, or they're stacked. Everybody who has a dog can relate. You have them outside, and they're stacked perfectly, and you're like, don't breathe, don't move, slowly reach for your phone, turn the camera on, shit, they moved.
Yep. 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 Or they turn and look at you like, what do you think you're doing?
Right, you're like, no, look at what you were looking at.
Where'd it go? Look at it. Oh my goodness.
I know, Crypto. You just don't look like you're really smart with that ear laying down like that. He's a gorgeous dog. It just makes him look, his nickname is Dum Dum. And he's really not stupid. He just looks like it. I'm sorry, buddy. I love you.
think, Miss Jen, I'm gonna have to cut the. And I'm sorry, people. I know y'all are enjoying this, and we're back up to 11. Or I can leave it, and y'all can watch Mama. And I need to get to working on getting everybody out to POTTY before they start really going off and all that.
I've gotta go bottle feed ours anyways. Riley just did what we were talking about. She perked up at something was standing up perfect, and I went to go change the screen, and she was like, "Oh, hey, Mom, what are you doing?"
Are you taking a picture?
Right. Yeah. So I gotta go eat. I made dinner like 3 hours ago. I gotta eat and bottle feed puppies.
Yeah, I got
I'm
bottle
trying to
feed.
let her feed them during the day.
I don't know if you can see it. Well, you can't now, but bottle over there at the end of the thing. I was too busy showing puppies and everything else. I gotta put it back in the warmer.
Yeah.
Oh goodness, I gotta get up. So, I will let everybody go off the video, and thank you all for joining. This was great. This is actually very awesome. I love this video.
Yeah, interaction, right?
Yeah, that was really good. But I will talk to everyone next weekend, Friday or Saturday, with these babies, because next I won't have the others to show off no more. Jen will have
they
them.
leave. Eric comes up there to get them.
Yep. And anyway, I always have a hard time saying goodbye. All right.
All right. Bye. Thanks, Lisa.
See ya.